everyone. I'm just going to tell the truth about what I did because I want my videos to finally get big. Because I've been doing film and music and videos since the 80s, I guess when I was a small child, and did not get there no matter, did not get to where I thought it would be for the return that I thought I would get. The love from all the fans and people. I never get that. Oh, past few years I've gotten a little bit of it. Past few years I've gotten a little bit of it. The past few years I've gotten something in return for my films, videos, and stuff, and it hasn't been what I thought I would get. So here's what I did. I had always been very kind. In high school, I messed up a little bit. I stole some stuff, and then I went through an ugly phase for like a year or two. Hi, hey, here's hi everybody. Hey, hi. Hey, people, Kirsten and the people, Chris or whoever someone may or may not be. Okay. Um. So here's what I did. I was always very kind. I was raised on God and Jesus. Hi. I put Trump in office and Obama. I think I really did. I think that I did. Okay. What I did was I wanted to be really, really famous, and because I felt unpopular in school. So what I did, and I always believed in God and Jesus. Um, so what I did was when I went to a film school, my second film school, I had been to all these colleges and universities, studied for so long to try to get in, and then you know what I did? I um I went to the Middle East, and there's a genie there. His name was Obama Senior. And I did this on his backside. I said, fuck you. And he farted and it knocked over one of these little dominoes. It knocked over a domino because I was like, fuck you. And it knocked over a domino. And it knocked over all these little dominoes. And he had it set at the top because we was at the top of a pyramid. See, because he was like, "Come on up here, we can get gay or whatever." And so I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna kick his ass. Maybe I'll get to see his butt." And I didn't know what he'd do, but he farted, knocked down one of the dominoes, and it went down the entire fucking thing. And then it kept going and going and went to the other pyramid, went all the way up to the top like this, all the way up to the top, went to the top of the pyramid, went down the other side. There's one of his friends was still trying to set him up. He goes, "Oh fucking thing," and he man, and it hit it and it fell all the way down. And there's other people that were setting up dominoes down there and it fell down. And then there's filming a Middle Eastern Pee Wee's Pee Wee's Big Adventure. There's filming a Middle Eastern Pee Wee's Big Adventure, right? Middle Eastern. Hi, Pee Wee's a Big Adventure. And and they was there and they was trying to film it and stuff. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna pull this big mean black man, change the color of my skin. And then, and that's who I really was. Obama. And then what I and then Michael Jackson came out to Crypt Keeper of the Tomb, man. And then Michael Jackson came out and said, was like a woman, but it was a dude, man. And then um and then a domino came and went "Ah!" and it fell on his his back, and it stuck to his back. Michael Jackson, because he had been sweating, and he just threw his shirt off when he went "Ah!" Excuse me, I didn't mean to yell. And then he was sweating because the mama's tomb, and it was hot out, and it stuck to his back like a domino, man. And then he said, "Ah!" and and then a helicopter came down, Middle Eastern helicopter, a big black man that's not black because he's Middle Eastern version of Arnold Schwarzenegger that was a man who was wearing a suit. He was smaller than you would think. And then he uh and then he the helicopter came up and Michael Jackson grabbed the helicopter like this, man. He grabbed the helicopter. He grabbed the helicopter like and the helicopter flew him away and he was going "Ah!" with a little weak skinny arm. Do you see that little skinny arm? And then he and then he put himself into the helicopter, but he had no shirt on. And he looked at his skin and it was red and he was like and he said, I'm white. I am white because I got a sunburn. Ha ha. And he took off the domino off his back. What is this? And then Michael Jackson took the domino off his back and it left a white mark on his back, but it was a red back from the sun in the Middle East. And he only got about like 42 seconds of sun, but it burned his skin because he had whitened his skin. And so I was like, yo, man, I used to be black too. And what I did was I got the surgery and the Middle East shit, man. Man, look, when I know I did, and then I got a seat. Obama was on top of the other pyramid, and Michael Jackson was flying away. And then Obama was there, and he said he's trying to come into the cave, man. Hell no. And he was trying to go into the cave and hide because he liked being in caves. Obama always liked to hide in a cave since back in the old days. And then, and, and then, so Michael Jackson said, "No, come on, we're gonna get you and bring you to America." And the helicopter swooped down when Obama was trying to jump into the entranceway to the cave in the ground, a hole in the ground. He was gonna go inside the ground and hide in his cave because he had jumped off from a little higher on the pyramid, was jumping down, and Michael Jackson, the helicopter swooped down this way, and Michael Jackson hung out of the window and he went, "Come on, Obama!" And he went and he grabbed Obama and went, "Come on, man!" And he was like, all of a sudden he got like a little stronger than he had ever been, and he threw Obama into into the helicopter, and they flew away and the domino fell off of Michael Jackson's back as they were flying away, and somehow the air blew it into the bottom of the helicopter, went back up,
and it hit the wings of it hit the propellers of the helicopter, and it knocked it back into the helicopter, and it stuck to his back again. It smacked on his back. It went, went, and it made a little smack, and it smacked onto his back and stuck to his back, Michael Jackson's back. And then he said, "I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm really tired after that." And then he fell asleep, and then Obama said, "I'm gonna go to sleep too, man. And this is how I regularly talk. But how am I gonna talk when I'm the president of the United States?" And he said, "Just try to talk a little higher pitch and sound like really American and regular." He said, "Oh, okay, so I'll talk like this." And he said, "Yeah, like that. I'm gonna go to sleep." And Michael Jackson went to sleep. And and then they flew to America, and as they were arriving at the White House, because Michael Jackson woke up and he said, "Okay, Obama, you're just gonna go in the White House and we'll brainwash everyone with something on the mass media for everyone to see, and it won't be really brainwashing. We'll try to, but they don't have the technology for it, because that's up to God and Jesus, and it's really how everything really is. They can't really make anyone think anything. They can try to have an effect on it, but it's up to God and Jesus. They don't have that much of effect on any of that. It's really the devil down in hell and the demons, and God and Jesus in heaven. The rest of it is there's not much of anything else. There are cherubs in heaven who are the aliens. It's in the Bible. It's all just talked about in the Bible. So he said, "But we'll try to get you as president, and we'll try to get everyone to get you in office." So then they left me back in the Middle East, and I had to catch a plane. I got back there later, but um meanwhile, they stayed at the White House, and he was getting Obama acquainted, because it really took him a little longer than they would have thought to like get used to the White House. So he's getting used to it, and then they built his administration and everything after that, and they brought him out to get him to run for president, and he ran, and and then I I saw him and I said, "Okay, I guess that had something to do with those dominoes knocking down. And what happened to the other domino?" And Michael Jackson said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And and then I could see the shape of his shirt. Somehow he's wearing a see-through shirt, and I saw on his back that the domino was still stuck to his back, but he didn't know, because he had so many surgeries on his skin that he couldn't feel it as much. And so he started walking away, and there's this secret Pee Wee's Big Adventure movie that the real Pee Wee Herman was filming, and the domino, somehow right then as I noticed it, I was like, why is the domino still on his back all these weeks later? And it fell off his back, and it hit the ground, and then this man who was my teacher, named um um I don't know if I should say his name, but he started walking. He said, I'm your teacher at LMU." And there was there with Danica, my wife, and he started to fall, and he fell forward and he went, "Oh, oh, 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 oh." And he tripped, but he caught himself just in time. But he kicked the domino when he caught himself, and he kicked it really hard, and it flew over to the Pee Wee's Big Adventure thing, and it went to the Pee Wee's Big Adventure thing. That was like a movie that Pee Wee's filming that never was released yet. And um and there was like all these like series of things that, like, when you make an egg, it falls off, and it falls in his breakfast when he's done making the breakfast for this Pee Wee Big Adventure thing that he was filming, and it did all this stuff, and it went through all these different things, and it made Pee Wee Herman breakfast, and then he said he didn't like it, and then he said, "I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels." And he wiped it all over his skin, and he wiped it. He wiped the eggs all over his skin. He said, "I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going back to L.A. I don't like it. I'm gonna hide away in my house that has all this stuff. I like stuff, stuff, stuff. I'm going to L.A." And then and he went away, and he didn't even finish filming the movie just because he didn't like the way the eggs looked or something. And and so the domino eventually sent him to LA, but then Obama said, "Wow, um that's going to really make me do my best to get in office." So he went in office and he won. And then he was in, and he won, and it had something to do with those dominoes that had this effect of knocking things down and these different things happening that caused him to, instead of falling in the cave and hiding out all those years, he ended up being president. And then Donald Trump, something similar happened to him too, but Obama met him, and then he carried on the same thing that would have happened, like from the dominoes falling down. And you know what? God is the one who had the dominoes do all that. God is the one who had all the dominoes do that. Okay, so that's how it really is. But guess what? I think I tried to put Obama in office when I was in, but I thought it would be me. See, I had these really liberal ideas, really liberal, that were kindness towards others, that were everyone on earth holding hands in peace and unity and reaching out to even our worst enemies, like even the terrorists, being friends with them and showing them kindness and getting along with them. And that's what the idea was. And I thought I'd have kindness and I'd get to be president. I thought I'd get to be president. And I wrote to all these famous people, every famous email I could find. Um, I had this book called The Hollywood Creative Directory with thousands of industry professionals, all the main producers, the agents and everything, and I got a list of, I made a list of all their emails. It was like thousands, I think, or 500 of the best, and maybe thousands of the top industry professionals. And I'd send them emails, and the dean of the film school at my really good film school, and all these people, like all these people in Hollywood and famous people and all the teachers and everyone I knew that I could think of, like thousands and thousands of people. And I'd say, I want people to be liberal by meaning kindness to everyone. Like all minorities are the same, even reaching out to the enemies, the terrorists, and everything. And somehow my resume wasn't big enough. I started a family instead, like instead of trying to be big and powerful and do all these really big things after I graduated. And I went to work for my parents instead, and then somebody else became president. It was Obama, and he had the same kind of ideas. And then I became kind of Republican. It was really weird. I became like that kind of almost the opposite beliefs, but still kind, somewhat kind, still somewhat kind. And I tried to go out there and act like that way, um, like a lot, and interacting with people, and it made people. I think it had some effective helping people become Republican, but I don't think it made them be that way or not. I don't know, and I think it had something to do with it, but really it was. So I don't know, but it was a funny story about how God and Jesus are the ones who make everything the way they are. I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, good night, everybody. Bye. May please God be with everyone and help everyone get into heaven. Amen. By being kind and doing God's work on earth. By being kind to others and forgiving others when they're mean to you, and continuing being kind to them, even if it's not feeling the best all the time, not serving yourself, but being kind to others. Okay. Amen. Bye. You can check out more videos if you want on my channel. Bye.